So, interesting news, guys. Just at this very moment in time, I just noticed something totally brand new. If I hold down Alt like I've shown you before, there's some sort of like boss door right below me. Oh, never mind, I'm an idiot. Yeah, okay, that's actually the exit to the arena. I was gonna say I think that's a new secret here, but no, it's not. Oh well. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll equip my darts and my spears, and for the most part that should be enough to take out the boss. Usually I like to have like a Molotov as well, and I'll just pan to the left here, or to the right, queue up some food because he's probably going to get near us. And let's try and pan over here. You want to try and get the trajectory right. There we go. So you can see, like, my darts are wrecking him. Like, this is huge damage, right? Throw some spears at him. Dash forward a bit. Like, he's already dead, right? And we just killed that guy with darts. So, you know, it's very doable. Grab some healing. You can even kill these guys here too. I think darts in the game are like true damage, and what I mean by that is they basically go through any kind of general defenses and things. I'm not 100% sure on that, but the damage seems to be so high that I feel like that's probably the case. At least that's been my experience with that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you're ever in here and you're worried about this boss, you know, don't let it scare you, because it's not that scary. Just make sure you've got your food queued up like I showed you, and definitely have some healing on your hot bar up here, so that if you do need it, you can queue it up and basically live through that. Also too, here I'll show you, there's a chest above me, and you may be thinking you gotta wait until later in order to get it. If you time things right and don't do what I just did there, you can actually pretty much just do this all the way up. Yeah, so sometimes it goes a bit smoother, but that's how you get up into this chest here. And for the most part, it's a dead end in this room. There is a little ledge here, which is kind of weird. I don't know why there's a ledge. Maybe when you get some more lighting on different armor later, it'd be worth going down. And if you're out of rope or something like that, and you do happen to have our trusty backpedal bow, you can avoid the drop damage. Just before you hit the ground, you right click, and that way you can avoid any kind of additional damage. We don't want to wear fedoras. Yeah, so you should have enough crystals for this. So see, we didn't get any before. I'm pretty sure maybe we got like 2 in a box, but otherwise it's gonna always give you, when you run through this dungeon, it's gonna set you up so that you'll have enough to come in here. There's always a chest over here we want to grab. And then yeah, just click on this, go through. This is going to take you to town. And this is how we're going to fix our ship. So I'll also stockpile all the vanity items, and you saw me deleting books before, but they go into our codex, so you can see these are the ones that we've read before deleting them. As long as you click them on the background and you open the book prior to deleting it, it goes permanently into your codex, so you don't ever lose that material. Yeah, or you can sell them, because a lot of them are worth money. I generally don't play with whips because I don't really like how they feel. And any item that says axe, I generally try and stay away from, because I think it's axes and maces, or two-handed maces and one-handed axes and two-handed axes. Their main... here, I'll show you what I mean. So if I equip this, and I go to just use my regular attack, and I'm just clicking, there's a delay, because all of them have like you gotta hold down and release for most of it. Like this one's not too bad, you can do tiny little micro clicks, but you're not going to be doing the damage that the weapon normally should be doing. So they're all wind up weapons, and I don't like how that feels when I'm playing. I want something I can hold down the trigger or click the trigger and combo. It just feels way better. So we'll probably do something like that. And put this back on here. So yeah, I'll usually sell all that kind of stuff because I don't like keeping it. Sometimes pistols are pretty good. I generally don't keep it. Also too, with these tech that you get at the start, once you have them equipped, they go into the console, so you don't have to keep these, you can just trash them. Save yourself some room. So yeah, this is a great axe, a two-handed axe. It's the same thing on its primary. It requires you to wind up, so it's not really like worth keeping. If you want to keep instruments, you can keep them. They're worth quite a bit of money though, so I just sell them. We have a blast arrow bow, so we don't really need the bombs anymore. Short sword, long sword. So rapiers are directional attacks, and long swords are static, whereas short swords are directional. So if I switch here and I'm moving my mouse, you'll see my short sword is actually moving. So if there's something above my head, I can attack it. If there's something at my feet, I can attack it. If I'm using the long sword and I'm pointing up or down, it doesn't move, right? Whereas if you switch that out for a rapier, the rapier also moves with the short sword. So if you need that directional damage with both weapons while you're holding them down, it's probably best to equip them like that. But long swords are always going to do more damage. But this also is pretty good, so I'll probably sell this long sword. And I'll sell that. You can quest to fix these broken items, and I think that for the most part they give you pretty awesome heroic swords later in the game, so if you want to keep them to uncover that kind of stuff and have a really good weapon, hang on to these. Don't worry if you've sold them, you can actually buy them back from dealers at the science outpost and stuff like that later, so it's not the end of the world. I don't generally keep them because I like to grab any kind of new items I find in the game and sort of use those. Yeah. So yeah, we're just going to fly through here. So like I was saying about the tech, you can just re-equip it here. If you get new stuff, you just come to the station, or if you build it on your spaceship, you can just use it there. Make sure to click this as you're going through and accept so that you add it to your list. If you don't do that, I am not 100% sure if you... I think this one over here queues up when you walk by it. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, right now we're just trying to fix our engine real quick. I'm going to skip through this sort of starting dialogue later on when we have more quests that are kind of mid-game, end-game. I will allow the dialogue to go through and stuff, because even some of it I haven't seen, but the majority of people have seen the start of the game, and if you ever do want to play Starbound or Fracking Universe, I suggest going through it and experiencing it yourself, because it's worth it. Oh yeah. We need our crafting station here, our machining table. That's gonna let us build this right here. So you'll notice, like, after we did that starting quest, we got this little thing for our ship. Where the hell is it? Yeah, the warp manifold. So make sure you don't get rid of that, because you need that to build your engine. So we're just going to assemble that. We'll keep our stuff here because we still want to finish this guy's quest for the mining hat. But now that we install this, we're going to be able to actually go to the desert planets and get the sand that we need to make the glass. So you can just take this out. Make sure you've got your new one, and yeah, basically just put it down wherever you want. Make sure you put it down where you do want it. What I'm gonna do as we play is we're gonna build onto this ship, but at the start you have no space or room, so like for your crafting and storage and all of that. So we're gonna focus on clearing our ship so that we have space to put our crafting stations and our chests and our materials. We'll build up away from our main portion of our ship so that when we go to start building, all of our things are out of the way. So right now it's going to look really ugly because I'm literally just going to do this, because right at the start we can't breathe in outer space. I'm just going to... I wish this fucking animal would get out of my way. I swear to God, every game is like this, where your pet, like, stays in your way. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. So yeah, if I move out onto this platform, you'll see I start to die because we're in outer space and I'm floating. So you want to remember that as you're building out, to periodically build the back wall, because that's going to allow you to be out here. And yeah, we're just going to take our dirt and extend this for now. But I'm going to move it up so that we can put our crafting materials up here and out here, and then that way when we want to start expanding our ship, we can start from where the teleporter is and design our ship moving out. That way it gives us the best kind of like space. So I'll usually just read all of these real quick and toss them because they take up room, and if we do this it saves a lot of space because we're going to house all of our crafting materials in our ship locker at the start, because it's pretty much the best way to save space and kind of keep everything organized here. I'm just going to get rid of a lot of this stuff. So we'll put anything in here that is a byproduct of our crafting or a rare crafting material, but that's not purple. So but with the exception of storage matter, we'll keep this because this is part of a mod that we're using, and I'll show you that later. But anything, things like this, we'll put in here. We'll keep the base ores, but we'll get rid of the bars. We'll put these in there. We'll keep plant fiber because we use that for crafting on the go, and then we can put this stuff in there. So this saves us a lot of space when we're adventuring, and that also helps with storage here. Eventually we'll grab another box or a ship locker when we build a crafting station, and then we'll branch over our seeds and things like that. You can get rid of the fried hard drive, by the way. Alright, so yeah, we're going to end this episode here. In the next one, we're going to get that sand that we need.